Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Desiree.
And we're bringing you this week's Rising Tide West Coast Swim Guide.
This week on the guide, we're starting a new series on slot changes. Just like in our past series, we're going to start with an easy slot change, move to a medium slot change variation, and then end out with a challenge variation. So for this week, we're going to be starting with a push break that simply moves the slot from one side to the other. First thing for followers here is we need to maintain all of our regular connection technique. So that means that we're waiting for the leader to lead the one, we're compressing and giving compression in the middle of the push break, and we're elasticizing the end of the push break. Do not give up, followers, your regular technique as other factors come into play. If you do, those other factors will not alone allow you to follow slot changes.
Leaders, our first push break variation, we're going to move the slot to our right throughout our 5 and 6. To accomplish this, on count 4, we're going to take a slightly smaller step forward than normal, so we're in a little bit more of that stretch connection than we might normally be. From here, on count 5, we're going to inhale with both our lungs and our body, then exhale as we move to the side for count 6.
For our followers, again, giving compression, moving back as we normally would, we're going to cue into a bit of a tighter post right on 4, and then we're remaining aware of our leader, so not only physically following, but visually following this elevation change, physically following leader's frame, but also visually following the leader's up and drag with the foot.
Next up, we're doing a push break where we're going to float back to leaders our left. We're going to accomplish this with our middle triple step, showing it first, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Couple key things you'll notice, leaders. I'm thinking about tipping a little bit more in towards the connection, so we're getting that compression a little bit sooner. That's happening around count 2. Next difference is that with my right hand, I'm providing more of the compression than I am with my left. That kind of steers the follower to the side.
Biggest thing here, followers, is to maintain compression even as the slot changes in the middle. Don't let it spook you. Allow yourself to do your part to maintain compression. The other thing you can really do to help is that visual lead again. As the leader steps forward, perhaps mirror that. That will aid in the compression being really steady throughout the middle. Now, for the challenge mode of this easiest variation, if you really want to practice how to change the slot and be responsive to your partner, try doing both in the same push break.
And your goal is to wind up exactly where you started. That was your guide. Thank you everyone for tuning in. You can check us out online at mattdaviswing.com. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as Rising Tide Swing Dance Studio.
Bye.